Hi guys, we're back with another What Sold. This is part two. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope everyone is staying healthy and safe. Crazy times we're living in, that's for sure. I will keep this intro pretty short. Don't want to take too much of your time. I know time is super valuable. But I hope you guys enjoy something. Hope there's something in the video you can get out of here. If you have any questions, let me know. And I hope everyone's eBay business is doing really well and you're getting lots of sales, making lots of money. And hopefully we can get through all this pretty soon so we can get back out there and start garage selling and thrifting. You guys take care. Hey everyone, back with the sales for Thursday. Don't know where this is showing up in the whole set of clips, but pretty good day. Not a lot to show you here, but I have had 3 or 4 things sell on top of this. One was actually sold, but I can't find it at storage. My son was with my little guy, and it was just him and I was having a hard time looking with him, trying to run around like a crazy person. So I'll look tomorrow morning before work and see if I can find it. Plus, I got to pick up the other stuff that's sold. But we will get into what we have here. A couple of shirts sold. These are not really something to be proud of. This is a Nike golf shirt and a FootJoy golf shirt. They sold for like 15 for the FootJoy and 12 for this. They were on sale. The FootJoy one was on sale for like $15.76 free shipping, and I kept lowering the price and ran the sale or whatever. The guy offered 15, which was like 76 cents off of what the sale was. I just took it, and this one sold for like 12 and some change. I think this one only had $1 into it, which was not bad. I still at least made some money. I don't know what I paid for the FootJoy. You can get a lot better. Take a quality picture of them, list them right. You can sell them. These were not the greatest listings, so happy just to move them out of here. I'm not really messing around too much with the clothing stuff like that. A cool item were these Ericsson, I think they're Ericsson signal cables. Yeah, there's like 12 of them here. Actually 13. I think I had the listing for 12 though. This is all a bunch of that telecommunication stuff I had bought. This person spent $51 for all this. I spent 30 on everything, and we've sold 500 something, 600 something dollars or something. It's been awesome. So a great deal there. You guys may remember this. I even had this in a video as part of the title, Obscure for PS2. Guy bought it, had it for a couple days, and said that he didn't like it. Didn't like the game, and returned it. I thought for sure he was going to scam me, but it was the actual game. It's everything that I had. There was this little ding right there to the label, but it still works. I tested it out and everything, so that was already there anyway. So he returned it. It sold again for 80 ships. So hopefully there will not be an issue this time. It went out first class or something, so it wasn't that bad when it comes to the return shipping. PS3 Deadpool. This sold for like 13 ships, something like that. Burger Time. This sold for, I think, 14 shipped. I've had a little sleeve, so I just threw it with it to make it a little better bundle. Microsoft Office Bookshelf for Windows 95. Sold for like 12 something. This is RBI Baseball. This sold for like 9 shipped on sale. It's all beat up. The cartridge is all stained and stuff. I just didn't take too much time to clean it. We'll wipe it down once more, but it's pretty bad. And this is a Ninja replacement lid for the pitcher. This, I bought a Ninja with a bunch of storage unit guy stuff. This is the one I paid $1,200 for. This one ended up selling for 28 shipped. It's gonna go first class just for that one piece. I'll sell the base for about 35 or so. I should get about 35 or so for the pitcher. And then I got 2 blades. One I should get like 15 and one I should get like almost 24. So pretty good deal when you part it all out, as long as it works and everything. So that's it, and I'll show you guys what else sold. Hey everyone, we're back with the final sales for Thursday. Pretty good way to end the day. Had 3 sales, I think, totaling $170. So I always like to get those last late night sales that kind of add to the total and make it a better deal. And I did find the one item I couldn't find. This is like a Voltron Lion bot from like 81 or something. There's a bunch of pieces in here. I bought the whole set in the box, but the box was just trashed. It was just like disgusting. Even some of these pieces, they're beat up, they're broken. You can see all different stuff in there. I paid $2 for it from a guy at a garage sale, so it was a great deal. Listed it for like 70 or best offer. I knew that price was way too high. My hope was about $60, 55 on it. I thought maybe I might get somebody. Someone the first day offered me 50. I countered with 60, and they never made another offer. And I was like, man, I should have took it. Finally, someone came through the offer like 25, and we ended up meeting at 50. So pretty good deal. I'm happy with that. $2. Yeah, it's gonna cost maybe $10 to ship it or something like that, maybe 12, but that's still a good deal for a $2 investment. Here's another one of those little clock modules. This one sold for 20 shipped. I got like 5 or 6 of these from a deal, maybe more than that. I don't remember now. From a deal when I got a bunch of. I did a haul about it. TRS 80 and Tandy stuff. Those were just throw-ins. They're like a dead stock ones. Here's a Radio Shack TRS-80 little computer piece here. This was from Storage Unit Guy. I got it, but it has $600 buy from him. I had a bunch of stuff in there, the PS Vita, all kinds of stuff like that. This was in there as well. This sold for 80 shipped. It's got scuffs and stains. I have no idea if it works. I just sold it as is for 80. If you have a working one, they do really well though. Here is one where this is from an older buy, $1,600 worth of Legos, toys, other toys, Star Wars figures, video games, Halo stuff, all kinds of stuff. It was a great deal, and this was included in there. I had it listed at like 80 bucks or something like that. It was on sale for 71, I think, and then we ended up coming to a deal of 70 for the whole thing. I think it's complete, basically unused. It wasn't opened up. The only problem is the box on this one's so darn big, but the thing is very light. The pieces don't weigh a whole lot. I'm just going to wrap it in some bubble wrap and get it shipped out of here. It'll probably end up costing me like 15 to 20 bucks to ship it, because it's so light. Maybe 25 worst case, but at this point we've already made all of our money back and then already profited a bunch on that deal. So this is just kind of the leftover stuff that I'm just trying to move out to make some money and clear room for more stuff. So that's it for right now. I'll show you guys the stuff probably that sold on the weekend. Hey everyone, we are back with the what sold for the weekend. This is Friday through Sunday, 27 sales. I think the total with including the sales tax, I think on eBay it adds that in for my total, whatever people paid for the sales tax, but I think that's like 745 bucks about. So not an amazing day. Weekend, I should say, that's just barely over $200 a day, which, you know, is nothing to complain about, but I'm trying to get to 300, so obviously falling short of that. We do have a couple hours left, and there's one item that's not here, which hopefully I can find. It's a strategy guide, and it just wasn't where all the other ones were, so I'm not sure where it is, but I probably put it in the wrong spot, so we'll go look for that. But let's get into it here. One of the best things that I like to sell book-wise is Lemony Snicket, a series of unfortunate events. Sorry, there's 13 books in the set. I usually will try to buy a whole set if you can, or at least a bunch of books at once. I don't usually pay more than $1 each. And then once I have a set of 13, they sell for about 45 ship. They go media mail. So if you have 13 bucks in them, that's okay for a $45 sale. And sometimes you get even cheaper than that, 50 cents a book, a quarter a book. But you can see these ones weren't perfect shape either. This one's kind of beat up. I listed them like that. I say they're a reader's copy. They have where they're great for someone who wants to read the book, maybe not great for a collector. So, and they always end up selling. Here's some KitchenAid food processor blades. These came out of a storage unit buy. I did a video on it. Did I spend too much, I think was the name of the video. Those sold for 28 shipped just for 3 blades, so pretty cool. This is a little guy I got for like $1. He's a Hallmark Spooky Tree. He sold for $28 shipped. He does work. He's super light. May still even go first class, but good deal on that guy. Here's a NIV Study Bible. This one has a name on the front, Ramona, but these still end up selling even with names. Sold for 20 shipped. Has some wear to the edges and stuff there. It is tabbed, but not bad for like a $2 book. That's going to go media. Here's an LA Sparks Lisa Leslie. Little bean, not a Beanie Baby, I guess, but kind of. Not by Ty, I guess, the brand, but or TY, but this is from the LA Sparks. This one sold in the best offer of 18 ship, so that was just in a throw-in with storage unit guy. Here is some replacement pieces for a 1950 Sorry. It's the cards and the manual. I bought a game called, I don't even know what it's called now. I don't even know. Some old game that I never heard of. I bought it because it was worth like 30 or 40 bucks and it was only $2. Inside of that game was all the stuff for a 1950 Sorry, except for the box, obviously. It wasn't worth a whole lot together, but I ended up selling the cards and the manual for 10, and then I listed the pieces as well, so the pawns and stuff. So I haven't even sold the game yet, but I paid $2 and I've already made 10 just off some replacement pieces for a game that didn't even go with the game that I bought. It was just a surprise that it was in there, so pretty cool there. Turok Always Sells, sold like 11 shipped. Karate Kid, I think sold for 9 shipped on the Nintendo. 2 Lords of the Underground cassettes. One sold for 8 shipped and one sold for 12 shipped. So that's 20 bucks right there. They will go media. Lord of the Rings took forever to sell. Sold for like 9 shipped. Blue Magic CD sold for 21, 22, 23, something like that. Quantum Leap. I bought these for 50 cents each. They've been up for a long time. They sold for 8 $8.49 or $8.99 or something, so $9. They go medium now, so we'll still make some money, but I thought they'd do a little better. This is a Tony Hawk Huck Jam Series skateboard. Don't know much about it, but I think I paid 15 bucks at a garage. So I was buying some stuff, and he kind of sold me that this was pretty good. I didn't really do a whole bunch of comps on it, but I ended up selling it for 65 shipped. It's going to Minnesota. It's probably going to end up costing me a good 20 bucks, 25 to ship it. So not really a great buy. We'll make our money back. We'll profit a little bit. I just kind of wanted to get it out of here. It's kind of bulky and kept getting thrown around the storage unit. So hopefully we'll ship it for cheap enough. It's not really, skateboards aren't like too heavy. They're pretty narrow, but they're based on the size and the weight. Can't go USPS without going into dimensional. So probably I'll go FedEx. Here's a Sirius RC8, I think is what it is. UC8, sorry. It's like a little docking station with a carport there. That sold for $19, $18, something like that shipped. Here's a Harry Potter. It's missing like a little sleeve that goes over this, but this is the audiobook. Deathly Hollows, I believe, is what this one is, but they're all in there. That sold for 14 shipped, 15 shipped, something like that. It goes medium mail. Here's a Logitech mouse. This is like a trackball one, an M570, but the mouse itself, the buttons are all jacked up. They won't work. I sold just the replacement ball, I think, for 10 shipped, and I think I sold the little dongle inside for 10 shipped already, so I made some money just on selling the parts, but it did take a while to sell that one. Probably my favorite sale is the Kings Richardson jersey. This one sold for 69 shipped, something like that, 66 shipped. I paid 13 bucks for it when I bought a bunch of jerseys, so that was a good deal. This is a WrestleMania jersey. This one was really cool. I didn't have a size tag, and back then when I did clothes, I wasn't smart enough to just measure it out and find out what it was. I was just kind of lazy, so I just listed it thinking, oh, someone's just going to buy it to collect it. And it sat and sat and sat and sat and sat and sat. I didn't even have measurements, I don't think, at first. Then I finally put them in there and still didn't figure out what the size would be. And then now I look back, I wish I would have. This sold for 36 shipped. I think I paid 10 bucks for it. So probably could have got more if it had a size tag and I would have listed it better, but I am happy to get rid of it. And this is one where I'm not sure what happened. This was a Harley, brand new with tag. It's got this big sword on the back. It kind of looks a little over the top. You'll see on the screen. I paid 10 bucks for this. Somehow it was all the way down to $24, and that's what it sold for. So, yeah, not sure what it's been up for a long time, but oh well, it's out of here. The Source magazine, I got a bunch of these from one of my sources when I got the cassettes. These are like rap and hip hop magazines. This one sold for 30 shipped, and it's got a bunch of water damage on the back, you can tell, but still got 30 shipped. I think this one goes for like 50 or 60 if you can get a good condition one. So 30 shipped there. Sega CD, these sell awesome, so well if you can get one that works. You can see this one's broken. I knew that already. I sold it for parts for 50 bucks. So someone's probably going to try to fix that door there. And maybe the console does work. I didn't test it. I just sold it for parts to get it out of here. Here is a Batmobile, a Mobius Batmobile, I believe is what it is. Yes. This one is brand new inside, but the box is obviously got some wear and is not sealed. This sold for like 40 shipped. And this is a Gundam by Bandai, the Endless Waltz Gundam. This one is sealed. This sold for like 40 or 45 shipped, something like that. And this came in a big buy where I bought a bunch of fairy stuff. So if you love fairies, check out my store. I got a bunch of fairies. But these sold for 40 and 45, I think. So a pretty good deal there. And lastly, you guys have known me. If you have known me for a while, you know I part out a lot of kitchen appliances. This is a Ninja 72 ounce, I believe it is. Yes, blender. I got one from a bulk buy that I did. I ended up parting out everything. I've already sold a bunch of pieces, but this sold for 40 shipped just for the pitcher, and this blade sold for 20 shipped. So I'm down to just one small blade and the base that are left. I had sold the lid, and I sold one other piece too already. I don't remember what it was, I think, but a smaller piece. And then I think yeah, that's all I have left. So I never sold bases before, so that's new for me. So we'll see if they actually sell. Some of them had been listed, but not much had sold. But it was still a better deal to part it out than sell it as a whole unit. You could make more money parting it out, so that's what I did. So that's everything, guys. I will let you know if anything else sells. Final two sales for the weekend. I found Mass Effect 3, the collector's edition book here. This is the one that had sold that I couldn't find. It only sold for 12 shipped, but it was a throw, and my father-in-law grabbed this when we were at Storage Unit Guy, threw it in my pile, and ended up getting 12 shipped. It's going to go media. And then we have a Warhammer Age of Sigmar core rulebook. I bought a bunch of, not a bunch of there's Warhammer stuff, some comics, some other like fantasy type stuff. $10 for like a little box of it. And this was in there. This one sold for $9. Most of the books in there either sold for $8 to $15 each. Some of them I lot together for a little better deal, but this kind of stuff does sell. But this is a tiny little book, but it's got 9 shipped on that.